It's week 3 of the 2022 season, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Packers and the Buccaneers, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Leading the Packers offense out here, the same man who has been doing so since 2008. That's the great Aaron Rodgers.
Even as he nears age 40, Aaron Rodgers' game isn't taking a single backward step. He became only the 4th player to win back-to-back MVP awards and led Green Bay to its 3rd straight 13-win season. He avoids turnovers better than anyone in football at the quarterback position. And Green Bay, they are always a front runner with him under center.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. So 8 yards on the completion there. And we've got a 3rd down and 3. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're...
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Buccaneers have it. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. And in a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Brady throwing complete here to Fournette. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Brady to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Watching their tape from last week, that's some great plays that we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Brady on third down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bucs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And complete once again to Watson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD, and you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Fournette really solidified his place with the Bucs last season. He ran for over 800 yards and 8 touchdowns and caught an impressive 69 passes. Tampa made sure he stuck around, too, giving him a new 3-year contract.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. And he completes this to Russell Gage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. From the 17, Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. To throw is Rodgers. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got his man, it's Bo Melton. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, Rodgers, and able to find Allen Lazard. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Allen Lazard just keeps improving season by season, and he's become a favorite of quarterback Aaron Rodgers. This year needs to be his biggest jump yet because the Packers need someone to step up and replace Devontae Adams. Looked a little bit like Adams on that catch, moving the sticks.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's got Tonyan complete over the middle. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Brady. Over the middle to Evans. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on first down is Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Brady doesn't like the formation here. He'll take a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Working with a 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Right back to Chris Godwin. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The final shot before half for Brady. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. that'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Rodgers with this one into the hands of Watson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Throwing is Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So out come the Bucs now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers again now. That's complete, right side to Lazard. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Rodgers now on 1st down. And Lazard's got it again. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Off the option, it's Jones. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Rodgers to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
So here's Brady and the Bucs.
Down 21-10, a little under 1:50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On 1st down, Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Brady to throw again.
Otten brings it in over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Packers pick it up. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And they take a knee.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Green Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.